Afternoon baseball for you on a fine Sunday afternoon from Coors Field in Denver. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies. Two postseason hopefuls in the National League go head-to-head in a potential wild card preview. Next. Tyler Anderson starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. He will lead this one off today.
Matt Carpenter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. These Rockies guys, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees the reading at first pitch. Here's the 1 and 2 delivery. Look out over near the on deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's gone 2 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
2-0 now. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Gonzalez coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Standing in, Jose Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit well on the ground to first. Desmond has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Austin Gomber gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Lifted into center field. Bader has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, as this game moves along, keep an eye on Gerardo Parra. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I like that he used a curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And there's a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out hit extends the inning for Trevor Story.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
Now batting, Trevor Story. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And this is called a foul ball. maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. The 0-2 home. That misses 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Popped up. Jerko is calling for it, and the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Stepping in, number 41. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Number 41.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Guys, this game features the league's best teams that are not currently leading a division. What does this matchup mean to the overall playoff picture?
You know what, Dan? These teams are so close on paper. It's going to be execution that gets one of these teams over the hump.
I agree with you, D-Roy. I think one of the things, if you believe that good pitching is going to eventually stop good inning, I think whichever one of these two teams pitches best the remaining part of the schedule is going to be the team that comes out on top in this division.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Stepping up now, Jed Jerko. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Nope. 1-0.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And a fastball just a bit up. The 2-1 home. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hot shot to third. Arenado has it. LeMahieu. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In is Gerardo Parra.
Leading off for the Rockies, left fielder, Gerardo.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Parra is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost start. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Count even at 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Martinez is there, and he'll bring this one in.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Stepping up now, Ian Desmond, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Desmond. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul for strike two. Desmond leads off second with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
The 2-0. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Wow, you gotta love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
Into the box now, Tyler Anderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Some of the natural splendor of Denver and the surrounding areas. So we thank you for joining us here for Matinee Baseball on MLB Network.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Sharp ground ball toward the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beaten. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Stepping in now, number 34, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. Still without a home run, 18 driven in. 0-1 pitch on its way. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Soft liner towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
In now, Austin Gumber. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Here's Matt Carpenter, as he'll take a look at ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
1-0 count. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. Bader at third. Munoz on second. Gumber on at first with nobody out. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Payoff pitch one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-2 to Molina. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Here comes another 0-2. This is popped up. Desmond is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Ready now, Jose Martinez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In there, strike one. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. The 1-1 home. He's taken high above the zone.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And not in time as the run scores. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Into the box now, number 41, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Now the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. St. Louis is out in front, 2-1. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Changeup in for a strike. The 0-2 home. Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
So stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, That would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is in pursuit. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Stepping up to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Hit out towards second. Munoz right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-2 home. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the third frame will continue.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Gerardo Parra is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Bader has it in his tracks, and that's the third out. A couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Settling in now, Paul DeYoung was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. On the run is Dahl, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. DeYoung, the runner at third with no outs. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Runner at third here, nobody out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Here now the 2-2. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. He was at the knees and called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping into the box, number 34, and their runners at the corners now. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box, Austin Gumber. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here comes the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu gets to it from deep in the hole. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all even at 2 apiece. Now at the plate, Ian Desmond. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And that misses 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2-2 count. Here it comes. chopped weakly to the left. DeYoung's got it. And there's one down now.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. David Dahl looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Hit weakly on the ground to short. And there are two away now. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll head to the fifth, tied at 2. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Pitch on the way. Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not, and trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Carpenter stands at second with no outs. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. I'll tell you, these guys seem well aware that this is a must-win situation for both of them. They know they're not going to have the luxury of falling back on a wild card berth.
You know, D-Row, the schedule's starting to wind down, and this one is a tight one so far. This one could go either way.
And we shouldn't expect anything different. These have been two of the best teams in the league for the entire season, and nothing has changed tonight. It's nail-biting time. Somebody has got to step up with a big knock.
In now, Jose Martinez, coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer. Looking at his career totals, Martinez has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. One out and a runner on second base. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And that one just missed outside. Two and two. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Hey, D-Bro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. First and third, one out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there, right? A nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
No balls and a strike to count. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen.
2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Tyler Anderson, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, DJ LeMahieu, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Striding in for the Rockies, Carlos Gonzalez, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Oh and 1, here it comes.
Nope.
Ball 1. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Into the second deck and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and it's given the Rockies a 4-2 lead.
Man, he threw a 2-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Popped him up. Molina over to his left. 2 gone. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Changeup in for a strike. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-2 Colorado. Digging in and looking for more, Paul DeYoung. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung, number 22 on the year, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
Jed Jerko.
As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Brian Shaw takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Brian Shaw.
In now, Harrison Bader, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Shaw, a 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Standing in now, number 34, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
And there's ball 2 now. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 now. Jerko leads off first with 1 away. Weak chopper up the line. Reined in. 1 there, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got 1 out.
Colton Wong will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. 2 home runs and 31 RBIs. Throw over to first, and the runner back. And another throw over, and the runner back safely. Another throw over. Runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Runners off for second. Strike taken to throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
So a new pitcher set to go here as the right-hander Adam Wainwright gets the call. First pitch coming from Wainwright.
For the Rockies.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Hit toward the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the 1st out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Desmond is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. Hit in the air down the right field line. Martinez giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Up next for Colorado.
Ready for another chance? David Dahl. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Wainwright's ready. Here's the first pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A ball and 2 strikes now. Half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, and it remains a 4-3 game. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Chris Russin will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Charlie Blackmon will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. In there at the letters 0-1. In previous meetings against Chris Russin, he's an impressive 5 for 8. And he lays off for ball 1. Slow little grounder left side. Arenado gonna have to hurry, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that's the 2nd out. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dominic Leone is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Way in front of that fastball. Leone, once a Toronto Blue Jay. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
So he sets him down swinging. Chris Iannetta is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. So the batting order turns over now and set to go DJ LeMahieu. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Runners on the move for second. Pitches high. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Now the 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cardinals 3. Adam Ottavino has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 0, Adam.
Standing in, Jose Martinez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Ottavino, a 32-year-old veteran. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you could see the stitching of a slider and decipher whether or not it's a fastball.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Into the box, number 41. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Rockies on top here at Coors Field as you get a look at our line score through the first 7 innings. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Here's the 1-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail it here 4-3. Now at the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Now to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 coming. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Trevor Story. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
3-0 now. The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. So striding forward now, Gerardo Parra. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. The 0-1 pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Wade Davis comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 71, Wade Davis. Now playing left field and batting in 7th spot.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Up around the face. over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Count for 3-1.
The 3-1 is taken for strike 2.
We got 3-2.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only one out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Number 34, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you can work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fooled him there, and a little pop-up to the right side. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2.
The pitcher number 55, Donovan Leone.
Dexter Fowler will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 25, Dexter Fowler.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Jerko on third with 2 out. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Colorado used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tyler Anderson earns his 12th victory in the ball game. Wade Davis wraps it up for the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The final line score from the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Our state attendance this afternoon, 50,400.